Hi everyone, this is Mr. Xiao, and I'm coming to you for a week 13 assignment number 1. Before we get into assignment number 1, I just remind you, no school on Monday, November 2nd. So there was no class or no instruction that day, but you can actually work on this assignment, and we'll talk about assignment number 1 in a little bit. You're also going to have classes on Tuesday through Friday, 11/3 to November 6th on that Friday. So make sure you are tuned in and ready to go. So Tuesday, you're also going to be having your multiple choice exam, and that is going to be based on the study guide we gave you in week 12. Okay, so make sure you finish that study guide because you're going to be using it as we come back on Tuesday, the 3rd. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk about assignment number 1. So let me go to my assignments, and assignment number 1 is going to be up here, and it's an Edpuzzle video, and again, it's a little bit longer than usual, so it's about a 15-minute video. The original movie or clip was about 59 minutes long, and I've actually also included it, but I'll talk about why in a little bit. So all you really need to do is finish the Edpuzzle and complete the embedded questions in there. There is 16 questions. 12 of them will be multiple choice, 4 of them will be short answer and open-ended questions. And so let's check those out, okay? So anytime you see that there are notes, that isn't really anything you have to kind of answer. It's just for your information. So here we actually have some keywords such as orphan, okay? Well, pretty much most of you should know what an orphan is. Apprentice is someone who is learning a job from a skilled worker or a skilled, I guess, craftsman. And usually that's an apprentice. Exploitation is when someone is treated unfairly in order for others to benefit. And then employed means having a job, unemployed, not having a job. And then, of course, social welfare that talks about anything that is offered as assistance to individuals or families in need, such as food stamps or like public housing, um, or even like adoption or any types that's going to help, just find a way for people to live and to actually have assistance if they need it. Okay, so I'm going to start the film just briefly. Okay. And so this is actually from the British Broadcasting Channel, which is actually a channel in Britain. And it is actually narrated by a professor. Her name is Jane Humphrey, and she actually is her expertise is kind of studying groups and child labor of the 1800s. And she's actually taking a lot of this from their first-hand accounts, and to explain how that she's getting this information and these sources. And the interesting part about this is that you'll be hearing these stories in between kind of narratives, and these are stories from actual children. And so, as I actually kind of did this assignment, I also gave you guys questions that, and these are the exact same questions. So I actually included the original document, worksheet this is from, and the video is called "The Children Who Built Victorian Britain," and you can see that the information page is actually right there. But these are all also the same questions as well. Okay, so the questions in the Edpuzzle are the same ones listed here. Okay, and so if anything is unclear, you could go to this document and kind of double check and to make sure that these questions make sense to you. So I included this document so you also know what's coming up, what questions you could be looking for. If you want to review this document first, it's actually a good idea. Okay. And so, as I mentioned, there was 4 short answer questions, and those are the ones that are in bold. Okay, so the bolded questions are open-ended questions in the Edpuzzle, where everything else is going to be a multiple choice question. Okay, so just pay attention to the 4 bolded questions because those are probably going to be a little bit more difficult. Okay, I've also included the entire video here in this assignment. And the reason I did that is because there is actually a caption for subtitles here. Okay, so you could, so as you kind of click on the subtitle option, it'll actually translate into any language you need. Okay, so it could be Chinese, Spanish, Korean, and hit the settings. You go to subtitles. Okay, so right now it's already set for English. So even if you don't really like understand their British English, which is very like it has a heavy accent, so you might want to just turn this on and look at the subtitles. So if you want to change it into another language, you go to auto translate and you could select from any language you want. It could be, let's just go Dutch. I have no idea what, and it'll change it to Dutch or simplify Chinese, and it'll translate for you. Okay. So that's a neat little trick, and I wanted everybody to have access to that just in case you needed it, okay? All right, so make sure you could actually use that, and if that's helpful to you, that'll be definitely something that'll help you kind of finish the 15-minute video and all the questions, okay? So I think I've covered everything. Use these helpful tips to kind of help you go through it. You do not have to watch the entire movie. It is actually very good. So if you do decide to watch the 59-minute video, you're only going to actually have questions up to the first 15 minutes anyways. Okay? All right, guys. So thank you for your time, and hopefully that this is helpful to you in completing your Edpuzzle. Okay? And just a last thing, I will be checking to see if you complete the assignment on the due date of November 9th. Okay? And the system tells us if you even opened it or if you turned it in or how many questions you did. So make sure you watch, try to do as many questions as you can, and then turn it in time accordingly. Okay? So this helps keep track of you guys. But just let yourself give yourself enough time and make sure that you at least try it. Okay. Well, thank you guys. Hopefully everybody turns this in on time. I'm looking forward to questions. See you later.